All right. All right. Whenever you're ready, you can start.
Okay. Is that right? Or
There we go. Yeah, we see it.
okay.
Ooh, like that.
Sorry, new to this screen sharing. Okay. All right, everyone see that okay?
Great.
All right. Perfect. We are Diamond Dollar. I'm Alec Hayes. What are we saying again? Major? Sorry.
Yes. Give me name and major. If you want to show
Okay. I'm Alec Hayes. I'm a sophomore PR and ad student.
I'm Aaliyah Jacobs, and I am a film production major.
My name is Devin Culpepper. I am a PR and ad major, and I'm also a sophomore.
I'm Kristen. I am a junior, and I'm a kinesiology major.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, we're all in here.
Alrighty, so to begin, I'm going to be discussing the current market situation. So although the pandemic has hit a lot of businesses especially hard this past year and a half, now is actually the perfect time to invest in the dollar store industry. So during the pandemic, dollar store sales have increased and companies like Dollar General have experienced a net sales jump of over 27%. Why is this, you ask? Well, to put it simply, it's because of the financial hardship of the pandemic. The typical lower to middle income customer base that dollar stores are used to has actually expanded over the past year and a half. And this is due to the fact that the dollar store industry tends to soar during times of economic hardship and high unemployment rates. And obviously this is unfortunate, but from a business standpoint, this is extremely fortunate to us. So there's actually over 34,000 currently operating dollar stores in the United States, so the demand is clearly there. We can move on to the next slide. So we all remember the crazy toilet paper crisis of 2020, right? So when everyone was stockpiling goods during what they thought was the end of the world, millions of consumers actually turned to dollar stores like ours to do so. So yes, we do have well-established competitors out there already. The Dollar Tree, Dollar General, and Five Below are our three main competitors, and they offer desired goods at similar low price points, but our company, Diamond Dollar, is better. We can go next. So there's just a few not so great reviews for Five Below. Okay, next slide. So now I know what you guys are all thinking. You seriously want us to invest in a dollar store, because this is probably what comes to mind when you think of a dollar store, right? You've got cluttered shelves with no organization, unenthusiastic employees. Maybe there's like a weird smell when you walk into the store. Well, it is not the case at Diamond Dollar. Diamond Dollar is the epitome of class and luxury. Every store, product, and shopping experience will be pleasant, high class, and affordable.
And then for the SWOT analysis and analyzing their strengths for our business model, we have many easy access to needed items, such as like toilet paper, or like long shelf items, and they're very affordable and they're very abundant. And then we can stock a variety of national, regional, and private label brands. And we can also produce some of our own lines too. And there's an emphasis on customer service and experience, so kind of like a luxurious feel, almost like Trader Joe's, kind of like family in a way, and it's pure class. Some weaknesses that we saw was that dollar stores are known for poor customer services and terrible upkeep. So one of our main focuses was kind of like to combat that thing, just kind of emphasize our service. And then another thing is, in order to keep some of the goods low prices, some profit margins might have to be low. So some products are like iffy in a way. And then it's a national market, so there's no global penetration. So just focus in the US. Some opportunities that we can emphasize or like focus more on is to focus on goods that customers don't want to pay a lot for. And we could also increase advertising to expand our customer base to like a low income communities or even high income communities. We could also offer coupons for non-perishable goods to increase the foot traffic. We could also create more of an online consumer channel to help compete with retailers such as Walmart and Target, and especially Amazon. And we could also use social media as a platform to kind of spread the word about our brand. And some potential threats that we have is that kind of will this store have a place in the post-pandemic world? And also like compete against things like Amazon and online shopping, and other competitors such as Dollar Tree, Dollar General, and Five Below.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna give a overview of some of our marketing tactics, and we're kind of gonna go, me and Alec are gonna kind of go into more detail as we go through the presentation. But just an overview of our marketing strategy. Our target audience is ages 18 to 40. Our price point is everything between $1 and nothing above $7.76. This is just because of our founding date in 1776. Our marketing will heavily employ social media to provide a window into our stores and our customer service. Some sponsorships and advertising. We're gonna look to partner with some professional sporting teams such as the LA Football Club and the Clippers. In advertising, we're looking to feature some stars such as Sir Patrick Stewart as well as Elton John, so showcasing our amazing products. Just giving a little reasoning behind each of these tactics. In terms of our sponsorship and advertising, we're just really trying to drive home that professional, clean, and just top tier service. So by partnering with professional sport clubs, which already carry a lot of weight in society, just in terms of just overall engagement, and a lot of people in terms of our target base always look to sport teams in terms of entertainment. And so being able to partner with those teams will just have our name coming up over and over again, and will help us cement our name in customers' minds. And in terms of Sir Patrick Stewart and Elton John, those are just some of the personalities that we're looking to partner with, just because they kind of embody that clean, super high class, but also they're people. So we'll be able to leverage that in terms of our commercial and commercial spots. Alec, you want to keep it moving? We can get into social media.
So one of the things that we think is imperative to our company is using social media to showcase the in-store experience. So as you saw earlier, those dollar stores with the boxes and everything hanging out are just not a delight. So we want to use social media to showcase the clean, classy, and freaking cool stores that we offer, and show that they will get the utmost respect. Also, around every corner in one of our stores, you will see a purple suede suit worn by our employees. So that's right, every time you turn the corner, purple suit, next corner, purple suit, next corner, purple suit, and followed up by one more purple suit. So we believe that if you're coming into our store, we want you to feel the class. And so all of our employees will be wearing suede suits. Do not worry, these are not real suede suits. We can't afford that. Also within our stores, they'll be clean, they'll be tidy. You'll be greeted at the beginning with a nice purple carpet. We do all the stops for our customers. We believe that everyone deserves respect, and so they get that when they walk in through the door. So we want to really use social media to drive home this in-store experience. So yeah.
All right, and going back to some of our sponsorships and endorsements, we kind of wanted to be, if you have ever seen those logos on, if you've been to a Clipper game, or if you've been to any professional basketball game or soccer or football game, you can kind of see on the court floor, it'll say, one that I saw recently was House of Highlights, which is actually a YouTube channel. But because of their fan base that they've been able to grow on that platform, they're actually able to advertise on an NBA professional court, and they're able to connect their brand with an NBA team. And so we're kind of looking to do the same thing, just because obviously there's going to be a lot of traffic, there's going to be a lot of eyes, but we are trying to really cement ourselves as something different within our market. We're not just another Five Below, we're not just another Dollar Tree. As my partner's been saying, we are we're something different, we're something top tier, we're above, we're trying to give you that top tier experience and, give you not just a family feel, but service your needs and make sure all that is met. So we're just trying to cement those ideas within these partnerships. And with our advertisements, we're trying to highlight our affordability yet quality products. As we said before, we're trying to stay within the $1 to $7.76, but we're also not trying to cheat our customers. We're not trying to cheat those that come into our store. We're trying to give them the best quality that we can. Whether even with prices under $8, we're still sourcing our materials and products ethically and responsibly, but we're still trying to give you that quality products and service.
And then the positioning statement for our company is for customers who want a classy but cost-effective item. Diamond Dollar is a budget-friendly company that offers a pristine experience every time. Customers can leave content for a fraction of the price because since its founding, Diamond Dollar delivers on an exceptional experience without breaking the bank. And then in the extreme scenario that our business goes under, there's a couple of different avenues that we can pursue. One of the first things we can do is, since we started out as a regular dollar store, could as always rebrand as the original, since we know it worked perfectly fine before we upscaled it. Another thing that we can do is either liquidate or merge with another company like Dollar Tree or Dollar General. And merging with another company is pretty beneficial, since we could kind of keep our assets while also helping increase the other companies' reach into the community. And then another thing that we can do is also, since we produce our own line of goods, so some certain products, we can reduce the advertising and the research and development of those products to kind of try to keep us, try to stay afloat.
Oh, so this is our creative logo. So kind of going into a little bit of the science, but also it's kind of straightforward. We just had the crown just because, as we mentioned a couple of times, we're just trying to emphasize our class, that our stores are, above the rest of the competition. However, we're still here for our customers. And the purple and yellow, stand for diamond, or purple and yellow D stand for Diamond Dollar. With our color choices and our color scheme, as Alec was emphasizing, our amazing purple suits, we're really kind of keying into the inherent qualities of the color purple, in terms of, usually you kind of associate that with royalty or just upper tier things of that nature. And the yellow is just kind of a cool color combo, but it also represents light and openness, and that's kind of what we're trying to convey with our quality customer service.
Alrighty, now for our creative ad, we wrote a 30-second spot. So think luxurious jewelry ad meets sort of a comedic 30-second commercial. And as we mentioned before, Sir Patrick Stewart will be the face of this particular ad campaign because he's the epitome of class.
Yeah, I also want to apologize. I have no idea how to do a British accent, so bear with me, y'all.
Alrighty, interior jewelry store day. Sir Patrick Stewart, with a well-groomed mustache and a classy tuxedo, stands at a jewelry counter, a monocle over one eye. He picks up a large diamond with tweezers. A male customer stands on the opposite side of the counter, peering at the diamond nervously.
All right, that will be $7.76.
Huh?
$7.76. Your total is $7.76.
You mean like $7,000, right?
Don't be ridiculous.
The male customer is utterly puzzled. The confusion is clear on his face when suddenly he wakes up. Interior living room night. Male customer shoots upright. He's been asleep on a couch. His girlfriend sits on the other end of the couch. She notices he is awake.
Oh babe, look, this ring is so beautiful.
Girlfriend shows her phone screen to the male customer. A massive diamond ring can be seen. Rubbing sleep from his eyes, the male customer gulps.
How much is it?
Only $6,000. That's such a steal. Oh my gosh.
Male customer is shocked and horrified. The camera holds on his face as we cut to exterior Diamond Dollar store day. The camera pans down from the sky to reveal Sir Patrick Stewart standing outside a Diamond Dollar storefront.
Here at Diamond Dollar, everything is just as sparkly as a brand new diamond.
Interior Diamond Dollar Day. The camera dollies down pristine aisles of the store. Everything stocked and organized meticulously.
Founded in 1776, Diamond Dollar is the epitome of American class, reliable, cost-effective, and family-owned.
The store is being run up at the cash register. A beaming employee helps her, dressed in a velvet eggplant tuxedo. And your total is $7.76. Sir Patrick Stewart walks by the cash register. The camera follows. He spins in a slow circle, gesturing around him.
With high-class service, products, and price points, Diamond Dollar will always deliver.
Superimposed Diamond Dollar logo in bottom corner of screen. Suddenly, male customer bursts through the front entrance. He's sweaty and looks a total mess.
Do you guys sell wedding rings?
Sir Patrick Stewart turns to look directly into the camera and winks. Cut to black.
Great job. Great job. Amazing. I don't know this crowd might be too young for this, but you might want to watch Crocodile Dundee.
I so apologize. I should have called on
No,
someone
that was
else to do
that
it.
was so good. I loved it. I loved every second of it. It was very entertaining. You guys did a great job. I'll get to the comments and stuff. Chris, both Chris's or Rita, do you have any questions or comments?
Absolutely great job. I loved, a lot of elements of it. In particular, the purple suit. I can absolutely see how that could become like an iconic thing that you just see and you automatically you mentally jump to this store. So great idea there. I love the screenplay. Who wrote? Must be a film student. Who wrote the screenplay?
I think you're all Dodge, aren't you? Or I think all of them are. Or one kinesiology, but Dodge. Go Dodge students. Awesome.
That was great. And yeah, Alex, I wouldn't underscore your British accent. You might have a future there. It was pretty good. But no, great. One quick question. Who do you see as your biggest competitors in this market?
We definitely see Dollar General. They actually also have plans to be opening a more upscale dollar store in, I think this year, was it, Aaliyah, or do you remember?
They opened it in October of 2020.
Okay.
So.
Got it.
Yeah. So we see that as definitely a competition. And then also we don't want to be getting into like Target level or Walmart. So we want to kind of find our own niche in that.
Yeah.
So
The only thing that I would kind of add to that, just off the top of mind and kind of what we went through in our process, was stores like Amazon and those types of just easy convenience providers of everything, because we are a dollar store and we are providing to the everyday consumer essentially. Amazon really hits that market hard and provides that convenience. So we're trying to separate ourselves through some of the elements that we mentioned through our presentation. But that's another competitor that I would see in our market.
Nice. Devin, I noted with interest Elton John. How are you going to close that deal? That's a pretty high bar that you put out there.
Maybe some purple jackets.
Yeah, I think he'd be down just in terms of the fashion and the aesthetic. And it could be honestly a career boost partnering with a brand like us.
I love the optimism. Great job.
Great job.
I like the cleanliness. I like the upscale. You all did a great job, and I love Patrick Stewart, so that was really, really good.
Rita, are you all in on this project?
Yeah, I think it's great. I just had one question. Did you guys consider Daiso or Miniso?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what that brand is.
So-
I thought about Daiso a little bit. Yeah.
Because they kind of have that market in the sense of being a dollar store, but very clean, and then they have very different, products. And so,
Is that a regional store or?
There's one close by.
yeah,
Okay.
there's one on Catella.
Yeah. No, we definitely did think about that.
But do they wear purple jackets at Daiso? They do not.
Yeah,
Not.
yeah.
I
Great
think
comments.
that's a great idea. I mean, if you're thinking it from the standpoint of, when you see people wearing a red shirt and tan pants, what do you think of? You think of Target,
Yeah, you get the orange apron too. You get that at Home Depot. So perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great job. Let's move on to group number 7, which is Haircut Umbrella. Sam, Ian, Stony, and Celeste. Who's going to be the screen sharer?
I am.
Okay, perfect. We went a little long on that last one, but it's okay. I didn't give you the 8-minute warning, so I will give you the 8-minute warning from here on out. Just make sure we can get everybody in. So you guys,
Sorry about that.
no worries, no worries.
British time, it's different.
Exactly. Yeah, everything's a little slower British time. Right.
Yep.
You're probably steeping some tea that you had to get right.
So as we pull it up, we'll just go ahead and start introducing ourselves. I'm Ian. I'm a psychology student.
I'm Celeste. I'm a bio major.
I'm Sam. I'm a communication studies major.
I'm Stony. I'm a public relations and advertising major.
Sweet. So are you ready, Jim?
Yep. Go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. You good.
All right. So our product is the Haircut Umbrella, and our company is Covered Cuts. So you might be asking yourself, what is a haircut umbrella? It is a trendy, customizable, eco-friendly receptacle for your hair to make the haircut experience more comfortable, less messy, and just more smooth overall. So if we take a look at the hair care market, it is a healthy industry continuing to boom. It is globally at about $90 billion US and is expected to grow to 120 billion by the year 2024. So it's growing. Everybody's got hair. Everybody needs haircuts. Not everybody, but for the most part. And as far as our product and our competitors with our product, there are some cheap haircut umbrellas that you can find on Amazon, but their proposition is less for less. They're very cheap. They're very flimsy. Our proposition is more for more. You pay a little bit more, but you receive a premium product. So in terms of entering into the market, we looked at the 2 segments of the hair care markets. There's the professional, so salons and barbershops, and then the do-it-yourself, so the at-home haircut. We plan to enter via the professional segment, at salons and barbershops, but then eventually expand into the do-it-yourself customers. In order to do that, we looked at a partnership with Redken, a global leader in hair care. And by partnering with them, we will be able to get, borrow some of their credibility, some of their industry clout, and make a name for ourselves. So as far as the actual products that we'll be offering, we will be charging $40 for the haircut umbrella. That will be our main product. That's where we'll start. Eventually, we will use our industry clout, the credibility that we've gained, to move over into the shears and clippers market as well. We will be a trusted name within the hair care market, so we'll be able to use that credibility to sell those products. And like you see here, they're not cheap. We offer durable, comfortable, attractive, recycled products that are solid products. So you're going to pay a premium. But if you buy the whole pack together, all 3 products, you'll receive a 10% off the price point. So at a $350 price point.
Alrighty, so the first part of our SWOT analysis is the strengths. So the haircut umbrella was created with the help of hair care companies and professional hairdressers. And this allows us to ensure that the product will be practical and not have any design flaws. Another strength is that anyone can customize the color and the pattern of their haircut umbrella to make it appeal to their unique style. And then finally, we do offer a lifetime warranty, and this allows us to guarantee the quality of our product and then also give our company credibility. The biggest weakness of our company is that the haircut umbrella is the first product designed and sold by Covered Cuts. So the success of the company as a whole really depends on how much we sell these haircut umbrellas that we have, because we don't have any other products. And then now for the opportunities. So the coronavirus pandemic has created a higher demand for at-home haircuts than would have been previously expected. And that's because many salons are periodically closing for quarantine. And then another opportunity is to do business with eco-friendly or sustainably living customers, since our product is made out of 100% biodegradable material. And then finally, a major threat to our company is the cheaper competitors. So while they don't sell a product of the same quality, it just might be a more realistic purchase for somebody who's struggling financially. And then in addition, like we mentioned, we are a new company, so we don't have an established place in the market.
Alrighty, so our objectives and issues. Our first objective that we're hoping to accomplish before our initial launch date is to attain at least 3 celebrity partnerships. We'll mainly be looking towards celebrity hairstylists and their clients. And then after our product is launched, we hope to continue gaining new social media and influencer partnerships across all major social media platforms. Next, we hope to double our overall profit every 4 months in relation to our profit of the prior last 4 months. And then finally, we hope to enter new foreign markets through co-branding and partnerships. Some issues we could end up facing are finding a recognizable partner in the Asia Pacific market, as well as the Latin American markets that we are mainly going to be focusing on. We want a partner that is going to be recognizable, established, has loyal customers, and will keep up our high production standards as well. Another issue that we may face is attracting and maintaining the right type of traffic towards our product. Any previous version of this product has been seen as more of an outrageous or unusable gag. So we want to make sure our customer sees the full potential of what we have here. And then we have our pivot and exit strategy. So our pivot strategy would obviously be change the way we're marketing and producing our product. We want to reduce the cost of our production with cheaper materials to still obtain a profit while marketing to a more middle class everyday audience. And our exit strategy would be to sell our company and product to a larger corporation.
For our marketing strategy, this is where we've determined who we want to purchase our product and how we're going to get them to be exposed to our product every day. For our target audience, we want to primarily focus on upper and middle class families, individuals as well, but mostly families because they have more heads that need trimming. We're looking for people that want a luxurious, accessible, and personalized haircut solution in between salon visits. Especially now with COVID, you can't always get into the salon as easily. I actually tried to get a haircut today and I wasn't able to, so I'm stuck with some long hair. I definitely could have used this product. We're also going to market towards salons and barbershop owners. This group would love to have an efficient way to clean up after every customer. And not only that, but it allows our product to be seen every day by people that walk through their doors. We can also offer customized umbrellas with their company logo to provide them extra benefit. On social media, we want haircut tutorials to be a forefront of what we post, kind of be seen as a helpful company that wants to not just sell you a product, but also help you learn how to cut your hair at home if that's what you're using the product for. We previously mentioned about our influencer partnerships, and while we're on social media such as Instagram, we want to answer questions and engage in meaningful interactions with the people following us. That could include something like a hashtag that people could post whenever they use our product, and they can share how awesome it is. And we can see that with like a hashtag covered cuts, for example. And overall on social media and online, we'd love to create consistent content that is sleek, minimal, and futuristic, kind of similar to Apple. We've previously mentioned about co-branding with Redken to boost our initial startup. And in the field, we'd love to go to barbershops and salons to host events with our products.
Alrighty, so our positioning statement is shoppers that want a salon quality haircut from the comfort of their own home love the Haircut Umbrella for its convenience, precision, and sustainability. As a company, we know the level of care and service our customers expect and aim to deliver an exceptionally luxurious experience to our customers with every single haircut.
For our logo, we went with this design of kind of the scissors of a haircut as the stem of an umbrella and then a blue puddle below it. The blue color symbolizes serenity and calmness, something I think a lot of people like to have when they're getting their hair cut. And then a black overall color design is, it symbolizes elegance and sophistication, which is something we want our brand to be perceived to the public. And it's also easy to apply anywhere. You can see on the next slides that you can actually cut this, that was not a pun, but you can actually cut this logo into several different ways and put it really anywhere. For example, on websites and products. It can also be seen like at a barbershop or outside window, just to kind of show that when you're walking into those barbershops, you're also getting that extra quality that we can provide.
Jingle.
Alrighty,
That's
that's.
unmute.
Oh, did you guys want to hear it? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
we didn't do the jingle.
Okay, wait. I'm so bad at technology. I truthfully apologize for this. Okay.
Cut your hair without a care with Covered Cuts.
It's pretty solid. Ian, was that you?
Yeah, that's me.
That was very good. Sweet jingle. Let me look at the chat. We got some great stuff in the chat. If whoever was the sharing, if you push stop share, that'd be great. Let's look at the presentation. Look at really clean, very well. Yeah, you guys really did your work on the. Overall it was really solid. I mean, it was very well researched. You really knew the market, what you're trying to do. Let me see here. Very much miss. Yeah, nice jingle, sweet jingle. Yeah. Great evaluation of the market. Yeah, I agree with everything. You guys think you did a really good job. Well thought out. That logo. Who did the logo? Stony? That was a really clever logo with the cape and the scissors. Now panel. Christopher Pagel, Chris Lowe, Rita. Comments, questions?
I like the logo too. Fantastic. I'd use it. I'd use the product. It's good. I don't like the cleanup after a haircut. I just had a COVID cut, Jim, because of COVID. So,
DOC, that's right.
I'd use it. Real quick, did you all talk about any type of sales strategy, like any sales staff, like how much investment are you willing to put in that sales to get those high margins that you want, or the profit growth every year? That was an aggressive goal. I liked it.
So basically we would start out by using those collaborations, right? So a lot of resources would go into that. But the idea is to get sort of one big, to put a lot of resources into one big client, and then hopefully use those connections to kind of spread it outwards. So instead of trying to get into small barbershops, we would be looking more towards the large corporation partnership.
One hit wonder. I like it. Cool.
Good. Chris Lowe, Rita.
Yeah, no, great job. I'm just like Professor Dussert and Christopher in terms of, I love the logo. Great job. Presentation was solid. I love the jingle. Obviously, quality act across the board. So good job, guys.
In Rita Desjardins. Oh, I think she's with us now.
I got it. I think it was a great presentation. I like the logo. It's really easy to see. Mm-hmm. And the idea, exactly what it is with the scissors and the umbrella, obviously. But I had a quick question. Why specifically Redken? Is it because of your demographic, or?
So it's the demographic, but also in doing research, they are in we could only put so much in the presentation. If we had a little more time, we would have dove into that a little more, but they have so much industry clout. The credibility is insane. Not only do they have great products, so hair care products, not just shampoo, but colors and things like that, but they also do a lot of educational stuff. So they do a lot of training. They offer, different conferences and events to train people. And because of that, then we could get into those, and they could, kind of help teach people, oh, this is a best practice, is to use covered cuts.
Cool. It was great.
Perfect. Great.
Good job.
Good job. Now we're going to do group 8, slice and dice finger guard with Christian, Jonathan, and Grace. Who wants to be control of the?
Yeah, I got it.
Is that you, Christian?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make you co-host. And whenever you're ready. Oh, that's not that low. Safe slice.
Okay, yeah. So my name's Christian. I'm an economics major.
I'm Jonathan. I'm a PR and ad major.
I'm Grace. I'm an SCC major. Okay, so our product is Safe Slice. It is the next revolutionary product, and customers have been aching for a finger guard with a sleek, practical design. Our competitors have tried to fulfill this, but have failed due to their product's bulky design and steep prices. Safe Slice will provide customers with more value in its intuitive, durable design in aiding and helping no finger cuts when cooking. The target demographic for this will be adults ages 18 to 50 at any income. Our product is cost efficient and is made of carbon fiber plastic, which makes it durable and almost indestructible at a one-time purchase. It is also dishwasher safe and kid protected.
All right, so what's our current marketing situation, right? Our product Safe Slice. The name of the game with marketing, positive differentiation. What makes us better? What makes us different, right? Our competitors are selling finger guards. We're not selling that, right? The biggest misconception about marketing is that good companies sell products. They don't. They sell dreams, they sell experiences, they sell emotions. They don't sell products, right? Look, take for example, Corona, right? They're not selling you beer. They're selling the experience of popping open a cold Corona with a lime on a hot day and relaxing at the beach. We want to emulate that with Safe Slice. We're not going to sell it as a finger guard. We're going to sell it as an experience. With the Safe Slice finger guard, you can cut with confidence, right? You can cut with super speed. Similar to how when you pop open a nice cold Corona, you kind of transport to the beach. When you put on Safe Slice, you transform into a top chef. You transform into Gordon Ramsay, right? That's what we're selling. This ties into our value proposition of more for less. Not only do you get that intuitive carbon fiber design, in addition to the durable, lifelong lasting product, but you also get the experience of feeling like a top chef. And you get all of that for just $7.99. You cannot beat that. All right, so now our SWOT analysis, right? So what are our strengths? Our strengths are it's a durable product. You only need to buy one in your lifetime. Once again, that ties right back into the more for less value proposition, right? That's great value. You only need to buy one in your lifetime. And it's an amazing deal for just $7.99. It also has an easy to use design. That means, like, for example, competitors, they have the stainless steel products. They're not malleable at all. Our product is super malleable. That allows you to cut at like different angles, and it makes for a much smoother cutting experience. And that's what our product is about. It's all about the consumer. We want a better cutting experience for the consumer. So now what are some weaknesses, right? It's not exactly aesthetically pleasing. I mean, if you look at it, it's just clear carbon fiber, right? Doesn't exactly look great. And then also environmental pollution. It's gonna be hard for us to keep a great price with all the value we offer, as well as an environmental friendly product. You've got to make sacrifices, and it's definitely a balance, but that may be an area where we struggle. And another weakness would be there's little product differentiation, right? Our competitors' products are very similar to ours, and our competitors' products are also similar to our other competitors, right? The whole market looks very similar, and there's very few things about our product that's different from other products. Okay, and so some opportunities for us is we can use our strong customer base to branch out, right? Sell a new product to customers that have already bought Safe Slice. They're already confident in our product. They see what great value we bring, and so we can sell other products, and we can also look to expand to international markets. Another opportunity is like most people don't even know that finger guards exist, right? I've never in my life seen an advertisement for finger guards. And that's a huge opportunity for us to capture this untouched market share. Tons, millions and millions of people that we can market to that have never even seen our product before. Huge opportunity for us. And then we also want to stock our products in stores like Walmart and Target to tap into their already established customer bases, right? We want to get the word out about our product. Just like I was just saying, no one's heard about a finger guard, so we want to get that word out. So that's why we want to partner with established places like Target and Walmart to get that word out. And then threats, right? So there's a ton of different competitors fighting for the same market share. There's no behemoth company, there's no massive company that kind of controls the market, but there are a bunch of small companies. And that lack of product differentiation between these small companies and us could lead to price gouging by competitors. Like when we massacre our competitors, right, we'd prefer if they just lay over and die. But most likely they're not going to do that, right? They're going to fight back. And how are they going to fight back? They're going to lower their prices to try and compete with our competitive price. That's going to lower their profit margins. And then we're going to have to counteract that by lowering our prices, which is also going to lower our profit margins, right? And then there's the final threat is new products like vegetable slices that could render our product useless, right? we're not too worried about this because of our competitive price. If our price was a little higher, we'd be more worried, but it's going to be extremely hard for companies to come up with a product that is not only better than ours, but also comes at a similar or cheaper price.
Social media will be largely involved in posting ads on Instagram and Facebook. I know a lot of older adults love the Facebook still, and there will be a lot of safe slices everywhere on the cooking channels of Snapchat. We will also be promoting Safe Slice by advertising it on a renowned cooking page that I'm sure many of you have heard of, BuzzFeed Tasty. I know those videos are absolutely amazing and addicting to watch for all ages. Me and my mom exchange the videos every single day of new things to watch. And this will also give a great chance in helping kids motivate them to learn how to cook safely. This page draws the exact audience that we want, and we will also be putting spreads and ads in magazines like the Cooking Magazine and Cuisine Magazine, as well as my personal favorite, the Trader Joe's Cookbook. Ads will also appear on the Food Network, and a major place we would want to put an ad is QVC. I know that that network provides lots of views for all different sorts of products and to a lot of the older generation as they watch it late at night after the children go to sleep. And the main aspect that we will use in our marketing strategy and the advertisements would be a lot of logos, in that we will demonstrate the product kind of like how Cutco does, in how great their demonstrations are, and everyone will want the product and will see how much better it is than anything else on the market. And they will realize that there's no safer way to cut than with Safe Slice.
All right, so in the event that our product is successful and we're looking to exit the market, we'll explore selling the copyright and patents for our product. A company that we'd like to sell to is Cutco, because they're a company that sells kitchen cutlery and knives. We think that our product would complement the products that Cutco sells very well, because they're known for their knives. So our finger guard, which protects against cuts from the use of knives, will fit in perfectly. In the event that our product has suboptimal performance in the market, we will look to pivot our marketing strategy. Instead of selling it through partnerships with stores that already have a strong customer base like Target and Walmart, we'll pivot to sell directly to the consumers through infomercials. This will increase our profit margins, as we will not have to share our profits with our partners. However, this is a risky pivot because we no longer have the established consumer bases of our partners, which means we would rely heavily on our advertising to bring in new customers. Our positioning statement is: to the cooks who want to finish the meal unscathed, Safe Slice is a finger guard for slicing and dicing that will give you peace of mind when cutting up your favorite dishes.
Yeah, and that's our project.
That was great. I like the, there's so much I liked about it. And we'll talk to the panel here in a second. The little jingle, it's kind of, I can't place what kind of, who that sounds like. It's very kind of, I don't know, I don't want to date myself here, so I'm not.
John Denver.
John Denver, a really cool John Denver. So there's a lot, and let me tell you something. If you can sell this, you can sell anything. And for Christian, I just think that, if you're going to do this again, maybe bring a little bit more energy and a little bit more passion, because no, I'm kidding. Christian, you're like Don Draper Jr. from Mad Men. You knocked it out of the park. You were great. The comments are like off the charts. Great salesman, agreed. Bring that energy, love it. But wait, there's more. And great job. Thumbs up from Chris Pagel. Rita, I'll let you go first. What did you think? Any questions and thoughts?
No, it was great. The energy was great. I like the idea. It was a great presentation. Someone said that they couldn't make it. They were worried about it being not being environmentally friendly. Why was that?
Yeah, so we were worried about environmental friendly because a lot of typically consumers are logical, right? But sometimes there's like emotions and stuff like that. And so if you sell a product that's not environmentally friendly, sometimes consumers will buy a product that's more expensive that is environmentally friendly, even if our product has better features and everything, but just because it's not environmentally friendly, that may put off some consumers. So we were worried about losing that target market.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Sounds good.
Chris Lowe. We'll go you, Chris Lowe, first, and Chris Day.
Yeah, no, Christian, great job. My God, what a good salesman. You came out of the gate with a ton of energy and really sold the product. One question I have in terms of, some nights I'm up late and the QVC market has these kind of novelty items. Do you guys see, that as being a channel for you, or it's more of a social media play, online sales?
Yeah, QVC would be somewhere we would market our product as well as social.
Do you see that it could easily be replicated given what it is? I mean, are you afraid that there could be competitors that could make a better product?
Yeah, so that's definitely the fear. And that's why I was kind of saying, like, we're not really marketing the product, we're marketing more the experience, because our product, like I said, there's little product differentiation between our product and our competitors. So we're not really going to beat them on that. But what we want to beat them on is kind of like essentially brand name recognition, or like they can't beat the feeling of when you put on our finger guard, you feel amazing, right? And when
you want to be the Mercedes of finger guards.
Exactly, right?
Nice.
Something like that.
Got it. Great job, group. That was awesome. Love the energy. Love the presentation. Well done.
Chris Pagel.
One thing I just want to highlight again, great job. The energy was there. The salesmanship, fantastic. You know what I really liked was when you did your exit strategy and you said, if our product is successful, we sell it. I love that, right? Because that's the whole idea. You build it up to a certain level and then you divest. That was, I just like that caricature, the way you put that on there. Great job.
Great job. Great job. Great job. All right, now we have the last group. This is kind of sad. Let's just do this again. How about I just give you guys another project and we'll do another one next week, right? Sprinkles grinder. Ida, Andrew, Isabella, and Matthew. Who wants to be the control of the screen here?
Me, please. Yeah. I guess we can all introduce ourselves now while I share. I'm Ida. I'm a junior and I'm an environmental science major.
I'm Isabella. I'm a sophomore and I'm a public relations and advertising major.
I'm Andrew. Oh, sorry, Matthew. I'm Andrew and I'm a junior and an SCC major.
Matthew, I'm a sophomore, SCC major as well.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Okay, yeah, so we had the sprinkles grinder and our company is Baking Buddy. So our logo's to the right, and then Andrew's gonna go over a little bit of the product description.
Thank you, Ida. So Baking Buddy is an up-and-coming kitchen product that simplifies decorating baking goods. It has a sprinkle grinder, and the simple child-friendly design makes sprinkling quicker, less messy, and extremely consistent. Baking can be an extremely messy and time-consuming process, especially when dealing with children. Not only does our product help mitigate messes, it also gives chefs the necessary precision to make professional-level culinary products. In short, Baking Buddy is a quintessential tool in both an amateur or professional chef's kitchen. It differentiates from other products in the sense that it's not only affordable, but also extremely child-friendly due to its minimalistic design. Next slide, please.
Sorry. So I'm going to be going over a little bit of the current marketing situation. So being a baking tool, our potential customers are in two separate market segments. The first one is the child's market. So children are usually very imaginative and often are attracted to products that warrant creativity and fun activities. So for this particular segment, our marketing would be directed to those children that are taking an interest in baking and parents that are looking for fun and creative ways to involve their children in the kitchen. Especially with COVID and everything and more people being at home, this will be a perfect opportunity for us to advertise at-home activities such as baking with the family. And our other market segment that we explored was one more focused on the occupational demographic of a potential customer. So in this case, the target audience would be bakers that are trying to increase their efficiency and convenience when decorating their cookies and cupcakes. Overall, we decided that our youthful, fun, and creative brand personality aligned more with the child's market and decided to move forward with that as our target market.
And while Baking Buddy is a simple product, its core competencies make it unique enough to be competing in its fairly own unique market. Even with numerous other companies making baking products, the Baking Buddy differentiates from other corporations merely off of its unique design. Additionally, the market for child-oriented kitchen tools is not very competitive. Our primary competition consists of manufacturers of child's baking kits. However, our product is fairly unique in comparison to the other products on the market, and it is also priced at a lower level. Baking Buddy will see distribution through popular retailers across the world. It will be a product primarily geared towards being sold physically in person rather than online. Retailers include Target, Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, and they will all be primary outlets for our product. We also determine these locations will effectively appeal to our target audiences. However, we also plan to have online options for distribution for the purpose of convenience and COVID safety.
All right, so now let's take a look at Baking Buddy's SWOT analysis. The Baking Buddy's biggest strengths are its functionality and cuteness, which appeal to parents and kids alike. Baking Buddy is presented to children as a friend in the kitchen, and children have a tendency to make strong connections with imaginary and fictional characters, and this will ultimately play a large role in their demand for this product. Parents can also be satisfied knowing that this product is easy to use, but most importantly, mess-free. Its specially designed grinder allows for controlled and concentrated dispense of sprinkles, helping customers get the most out of each twist of Baking Buddy's chef hat. However, with these strengths also come weaknesses. Baking Buddy is a new product and brand, and consumers have a tendency of shopping and choosing items based on their familiarity or the popularity of a brand. It's very well possible that consumers in a large department store may lean towards a product such as the Easy Bake with more history behind its name over a product they haven't heard of before. But Baking Buddy's infancy can also prove to be an opportunity for growth. The Baking Buddy character will help to create brand loyalty from children who have developed a connection with the character. Brand loyalty and a customer's connection with the product is vital for any expansion. As Baking Buddy continues to bring in loyal customers, we will be able to develop the character into a large array of products and potentially a baking kit. But despite these opportunities for growth, Baking Buddy faces threats as well. Our target demographic of middle-class parents and children want the biggest bang for their buck and tend to look for the best deal for the lowest dollar value. When parents are shopping for their child, they might be more persuaded to buy a more comprehensive baking kit due to its larger items for one price.
So I'm going to be going over the marketing and the exit strategy. So the biggest threat that Baking Buddy faces is the infancy of the brand, as well as customer preference for a more comprehensive baking kit over just a singular product. Through a value-based pricing strategy, as well as paid, owned, and earned media, we aim to bring a brand awareness and attract a loyal customer base. The children's baking kit is amongst the most popular in the category of children's baking toys. However, through pricing Baking Buddy at just $10.99, we hope that parents shopping for a holiday or a children's birthday will choose Baking Buddy in addition to whatever larger item they purchase. While sprinkles grinder may not be necessary in the kitchen, our pricing strategy will persuade consumers that they need to have both. In order to introduce Baking Buddy to our target market, we will run advertisements on children's television channels such as Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, PBS Kids. These advertisements will show kids just how much fun in the kitchen can be with Baking Buddy. While kids don't have much buying power, we hope that through advertising and building brand awareness with children, they will be compelled by our product enough to persuade their parents to purchase it. Also, furthermore, in the digital age of social media, there's a large opportunity for Baking Buddy to create personal connections with its consumers. So it's important to utilize social media such as Instagram and TikTok, where we can bring Baking Buddy to life. We'll also encourage consumers to share their creations using Baking Buddy with the hashtag #BakingWithBuddy. Furthermore, we will send the Baking Buddy to content creators who specifically focus their content to children, such as influencers like Jojo Siwa and YouTubers who focus on reviewing children's toys. This will be perfect platform to showcase Baking Buddy and build the brand. As for our exit strategy, in the unlikely event that our product does not meet our expectation of success, we are ready to set in action our exit strategy. Our main focus would consist of selling our brand and product to a well-known baking or cooking company, such as, for example, Easy Bake. This would allow us to make capital and have the opportunity to reinvest the money in another product to create a brand new company. Another option would be liquidation over time. In this exit strategy scenario, the owner, so us, extract all of the profits out of the business over time before eventually selling or closing the business, rather than reinventing them in company for expansion.
So our positioning statement is for children and parents who want to have fun in the kitchen. Our Baking Buddy is the easy and fun sprinkles grinder that anyone can use to decorate their cupcakes and cookies to perfection. Let me know if it doesn't play out loud. Baking Buddy, it's so lovely, sprinkle party in your tummy. Baking Buddy, it's so yummy, so much fun for all the family. Baking Buddy, it's so lovely, sprinkle party in your tummy. Baking Buddy, it's so yummy, so much fun for all the family. And then that was it. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes, we will get to some questions here in a second. You can stop sharing. That was great. Baking Buddy, I'm going to go over everything that I love, then I'll turn it over to the panel here in a second here. First of all, presentation was very clean, super clean presentation. I really enjoyed that. Slick graphics. Love the fact that you include, the whole family in this whole baking experience. Very clever. Who did your logo?
That was me.
That was really good. And now, were the stripes on the apron or pants kind of like the uncut sprinkles pieces or something like that?
Yeah, well, the goal is so that it would actually be like a pepper grinder and you could see the individual rows of sprinkles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. Very clever. I caught that. Great job. I'm going to turn it over to Chris Pagel first, because as your wife is a great baker and you have children, I love the idea, and you probably do too, of including the whole family in this whole baking experience.
We'll take 4, please. Baking is a big part of our family life. And so, I like the jingle. Whoever the part of the strategy was where you market to the kids, and that the parents, it'll make them buy it, that will happen. So love that one. And overall very clean. Love the PowerPoint layout, all that totally custom, and great job.
Chris Lowe. Thank you, Chris Pagel.
I loved it. This product was great. I've got young kids in the house. They would love it. The question for the group, and great presentation. Actually, I love the jingle. I was not like doing the. It's very catchy. It's almost like the Small World at Disney. It's going to be stuck in my mind for a while. So great job on that. The question I had for the group was, you guys had 2 pretty distinct channels. You had young creative kids and you had chefs. Those are pretty far apart in terms of marketing, which would spread you pretty thin. Better bet would be to, bank on one and go all in and be more surgical and focused. Which one of the 2 do you guys think would be your better avenue over, more of going after both?
I think we decided on the children's market would probably be the better. I feel like it's a lot easier to advertise to. And like we were saying, we can get the children to get their parents to buy it. It's also, we can advertise it as an experience, whereas for a baker, it's more of just another step in their routine where it's not easily as marketed. So yeah, we decided on definitely advertising to children.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And there's huge players in that market. So this could be, bought up pretty quickly. So overall, great job. Love the presentation, love the energy, love the product, well done.
Thank you very much, Chris Lowe. And Rita, you bring in some great bake stuff too in the office. I think Baking Buddy's in your future.
I try. I need a Baking Buddy. I thought it was great. And I liked one thing that I thought was good that you knew, like, to go to kid influencers. Those kids are insane. Like, some of them have like 1.2 million views. They make more money than the two Chris's, Jim and I, probably in our lifetime. But I mean, the kids are what go to their parents and say, "Mommy, Daddy, I want that," you know. So that's good. You know who your market is and where to go and how to influence the kids to get their parents to buy it.
Thank you very much. And everybody, so that's it. We're done. You guys did
Great presentation.
Did an incredible job. I want to thank you. I appreciate all of your hard work that you put into this. You guys did amazing. You should all be very proud of yourself. I'm very proud of all of you. Make sure to turn in your papers by tonight and the presentations to me as well. Panelists, any last second thoughts, comments before we let everybody go?
Some of you should definitely be looking at MBAs and graduate business degrees in the future. You guys have great talent, and congratulations. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, and it's, and Chris says that. I mean, in all seriousness, I mean, there's what you're doing here with these questionable products. There's not that much of a difference between, and it's a great point of entry when you're in business school and getting a graduate degree, getting an MBA. I saw Chris, Bo, you're kind of nodding your head too, huh?
Yeah, no, absolutely. All the presentations were extremely well done. You guys clearly put a lot of energy, effort, thought. Somebody who worked for Disney for 13 years, these were really well done, and congratulations to everybody who did a great job. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of these presentations, Professor Dussert, and thank you all for allowing us to kind of helicopter into your class and see some of your good work. So thank you.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, everybody, so much. I will see you on, I'm going to grade your papers, and then look at my notes, the presentation, and then by Tuesday, I'll let you know who the best in class was, won by the panelists too. So it's big stuff coming Tuesday. We're almost done. But we have a lot of fun stuff in store for us for the rest of the semester here. So great job. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Baking Buddy.
That was good.
They were really good, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna email you the scores that I gave overall.
Okay.
What are you eating there? Peanut butter cracker?
Yeah.
Good man.
What about